Welcome, Libra. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, and I pulled for you the Star card for your overall energy for this reading. This has not been easy. This grasping for a vision, for a dream, for a goal that you understand places you in the company of your ancestors. You have steadily climbed this ladder, and it implies that you have had to sacrifice a lot to gain the wisdom, the clarity, and the consciousness that you have earned. This is a special place where you are ascending, and because there have been many sacrifices along the way, you are trusting that those who are meant to be with you will be with you in their time. This is about healing that you've earned, that you've worked for, and that you have committed to as a principle of your life journey. Underneath the deck is the Ace of Wands. This implies that you're starting on a spiritual path, your consciousness of the implications of your actions, the integrity that is now intertwined and inspired by your alignment with your values, your determination to connect with others, things, energies that share your vibration and that are committed to the upliftment of the world at large is the newness of this healing journey that has been with you for a long time. You're seeing on the other side of your efforts that once felt isolating and alone. You are no longer alone. You understand that now. This is a general reading, Libra. It isn't going to resonate with all of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below. I appreciate the time that you're taking with me. So welcome to all of you. And in the place where you're showing up in the world as the Nine of Wands, this is a tremendous effort that you have made consistently throughout your life to bring your authenticity, to integrate that into whatever you're doing. This feels like the need to express yourself was phenomenal, was overwhelming, was something that was compelling. You could not turn your attention away from this need to be who you are, to create what you must create, as if you felt no choice in the matter, that from almost day one, or for many of you, sometime around your Saturn return, which is approximately the age of 30, you committed to a life of expressing yourself authentically. And this has required your whole self. And it has been difficult for many of you. You have sacrificed a lot. There are many who could not come along with you, who do not understand this need. And yet you have joyfully made these sacrifices because you understood that this was authentic to you. With the Ace of Wands underneath the deck, together, the Ten of Wands is showing that you have completed a cycle, that you have wrapped up a particular journey that has gotten you to wherever you are at this moment. You're determined, you're not giving up, and you're to a place where your determination is netting you the realization that you have actually graduated to another level of activity where you're almost firing on all pistons, I want to say, that you are integrating all elements of your life into your expression. In the first house, the Three of Swords is describing the underbelly of this vision that you are holding. And this is absolutely supporting the idea that to gain a vision, to earn a vision, is to come to a profound understanding of the difficulties you've experienced. This includes failures. This is disappointments, heartbreaks, pain. And often this has been encountered through our loved ones, whether it be family of origin, partners, family members, uh, and that you have come to a place of acceptance of your responsibility in a pattern that allowed you to choose something that wasn't for you, choose others over and over again over yourself. And rejecting that pattern, working against that pattern, because it's not just the matter of saying, I'm not doing that anymore. It takes, for some of us, many years of understanding how those situations were not ones of for our best or highest good, but they were ones of our choosing. And why did we choose something that wasn't for us over and over again? So I'm sure many of you are finding those answers in your meditations, but that is what has in fact buoyed up this vision, given you hope, invested faith in who you are because you have learned those lessons of excessive vulnerability. This isn't vulnerability. This is wearing your heart on your sleeve. This is giving your power away to others. And now you're in a much clearer idea of where you place your power. And it must be you have faith that you understand that what you do is a reflection of who you are, an expression of who you are, and that whatever you do is going to be creating your reality. In the fourth house, the house of your home, your family, your foundation, the Knight of Cups. I love seeing this because this shows me that in your private space, in your domestic environment, in your home, in your prayer or meditation space, that you are opening up your heart more and more as you're understanding how safe it is to do so. When you understand how you're directing that energy, that you're not looking for a savior. You're not looking to be loved. You're not desperate for the attention of others, the recognition, the validation of others. You are looking to share your love. And this makes you aware that in solitude, in your own space, being single, being alone, you can find those avenues of the healthiest expression of your creative feelings and emotions. That love can be channeled towards you, can fill up your cup so that you're respecting your talents. You value what you have to offer, and it is not just freely given to anyone. In the seventh house of your significant others, the Five of Cups. So there is a lot of review, and there may be a particular relationship in which you're exploring the ways that you have had a number of successes or failures, a number of hurts, betrayals. There have been some good times, but over and over you have realized that you overgave to some extent, and that's rooted here in this understanding and awareness, almost like a protection that you have against doing this in the current moment. Aware of your own codependent tendencies, if that's relevant to you, but ultimately this has led to your greater self-knowledge. And from that self-knowledge, there is the wisdom that leads to unlimited potential. That's why we see the sky here, because the potential is limited. The sky is the limit, as they say, On the side of heartbreak is an old, antiquated castle. And I imagine the old illusions of love, fantasy, being saved, all of the things that go with the traditional romantic fairy tale, being rescued from oneself. There is a lot of grief, there is a lot of heartache, there is a lot of brokenness here. I'm sensing that. But the strength of your ability to open yourself up to that and see through that to your power, to take ownership of your choices and your responsibility is really coming up again with a sense of gratitude for now a deeper connection with the self, which leads to a pursuit of your dreams and your potential. If this reading is resonating for you, Libra, please like this video. Please share this with others if you feel inclined to do so. And please subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I've got the loneliness card. Surprise, surprise. I know that I am never alone. And there is something here about ancestors, the deeper connection that you're making with your ancestors, placing yourself among and within the constellations above you. That is to join the ancestors. And I love this picture, almost a mandala of holding up the sky. And this is a place where you are cultivating then your alone, sacred, private space as a place that fuels you, of a place that lends to your appreciation and the fostering of those dreams, the encouragement, the inspiration of your goals. This is outside and beyond relationships, except the relationship with yourself. In the first house, the Three of Swords is clarified by the Two of Swords. This is hard. Recognizing the role we've played in our own suffering is very challenging. And in many ways, there may be a particular relationship. It's sort of what I was thinking about initially here that is challenging you. The Two of Cups here, the Two of Swords. It's as though you have a choice. The choice is somewhat imaginary, in part because you intuitively made the decision regarding the direction you're moving in a long time ago. It's almost as if you're catching up with your decision as you realize the implications of the decision you've made. Perhaps those that you're leaving behind, those that are missing you, those that want to pull you back to the past or to the person that they knew. And in that way, you are moving forward. You don't need to see because you already know the direction you're moving in, and it still hurts to some extent. Understanding as you do all the benefits, all the greater participation in the world as you see it, as you would like to see it, it still is difficult. It is still challenging. There is still suffering, if not of your own, that you may feel that you're inflicting on others. The Knight of Cups in the fourth house is clarified by the Seven of Swords. Wow. I'm, again, more information about the family. For some of you, it's about a place where you work or have worked. It is about some current environment where you still are resisted considerably. There's a lot of pushback. However, the beautiful thing about the Seven of Swords and all sevens is that really you understand the value of your path, of your choices, of your ideas. You no longer look to others to validate that. And instead, you simply take in the information that others give to you, no matter how disingenuous or backhanded it feels, how overly critical. And you understand that moving towards success naturally can bring out the discomfort that others feel with that for a number of reasons that have little to do with you. But you see that now. You see the fear in others as you move closer and closer to what you would define as your victory, your abundance, your joy. And you're no longer blocked by the things others say, the resistance others provide. In the seventh house of your significant others, the Five of Cups is clarified by the Two of Pentacles. This is beautiful because it's echoing the Two of Swords in the first house. And as they're opposed, this is you, this is your relationships. You're making your choices, and then you're trying to integrate what you know, what you've learned, how you've healed, how you've learned to heal with regard to your relationships that exist now. You're not trying to break up. And it may be hard for others to understand that. You're simply moving on to a place that you know is better for you, that is more productive, more joyful, participates in the larger world in a way that makes you feel gratified, that is what your talents are for. And this is so important. There's no playing small here. There's no standing off in the corner. This is about you stepping up to who you are. And the challenges, the daily challenges, the details of doing that in your world in a way that tries to learn as much as possible on your feet. The dancing as fast as you can phenomenon. And in many ways kind of underlies a concern that you may not know enough, you may not be enough, all of that out the window. You are over prepared for this opportunity that you are manifesting. In the 10th house, the Nine of Staffs of Wands is clarified by the Seven of Cups, another seven. Beautiful. Here we are uncovering so many options and possibilities, many of which you recognize are not beneficial for you. They're not desirable. They're things perhaps that you once desired, but you actually recognize that they are distractions from your ultimate goal, your ultimate achievement, your ultimate vision. And you are not crossing them off your list because some of these things are the natural benefits of any success you may have. Perhaps new friendships, new strengths and skills, new opportunities, new associations and connections, inclusion in places where you had never expected to be included or were once excluded. So you are sort of opening up the doors of a magical kingdom and very clearly moving towards your own heart. I'm going to finish off this reading, Libra, with a crystal oracle. And I think I'll take the one that's turned up. And it is the selenite. And the key word is spiritual awakening. I am a spiritual warrior of light. This feels so incredibly important for you, Libra, particularly as your ruling sign is moving into Aries tomorrow and will soon be joining Neptune. And this is encouraging you to feel all the feels of your vision, feel all the ways that gaining the things that are important to you will encourage you to feel. Own that state, that emotional state now. If you're interested in this content, if you enjoyed it, check this out here. And until next time, namaste.